Alright guys, so this is going to be a next video. In this video it's going to be how to set up an automatic tailstock advance and retract. For that we actually have to put in some manual codes because Mazak doesn't have a built-in program that will allow you to do it. This is my list of some of the codes. Put some magnet on it that you're going to find important. And that's going to be M5 for spindle stop, M19 is spindle orientation, G94 it's feet per minute, that's on the mill, G4 it's a dwell. You use that where you do let's say bar puller. G98 and G99, those are the feet and rev per minute. M6 is chuck on clamp, M7 chuck clamp, M60 that's a C-axis clamp, so it's a brake for chuck. M67 C-axis brake, and then M19 stop spindle in a defined angle, so let's say 180 degrees. G1, then you have a linear move. G0 it's a rapid move. M206 it's a open chuck. M207 is closed chuck, it's same thing for bar feeder. M732 is tailstock thrust. M741 is tailstock position 1. You can do like multiple positions. Then you have M123 is gonna be barrier off. M124 is gonna be barrier on, and M32 is tailstock retract. Okay, so here's the list. Now every time, so first of all, once even if you're gonna do a program, so I'll show you, you face a part, then you can do a center drill, then bring your tailstock in. Once your tailstock is engaged, you go to a setup info, and over here Z offset, obviously this is where you set your zero for your part. So on Z offset you can teach, press enter, and it's gonna do a 0, or you can teach 20,000 and such. Next to it you're gonna have your turning spindle, which is a jaw. I don't care about the clearance. I always make sure that I got part far enough and I don't cut far enough to run into a chuck. And then you have your tail barrier and tailstock use. Every time you're gonna have tailstock used and any of the tools is gonna come down, you're gonna have a barrier alarm that's gonna come out and your part's gonna stop. So most of the time, like even when I use a tailstock, I have it set as unused because I don't want to deal with it. But in this situation, for example, I don't want to run, I got like a couple parts, so I just want to run everything in automatic. So I put in the manual for automatic tailstock, so everything from A to Z is been done throughout the whole cycle. So tailstock, this time we're gonna put in the use. And when the tailstock it's already supporting the part and it's locked in, then you press on the position 1, you go to teach, you press enter, and the machine is gonna know that the tailstock is gonna be at this point. So usually what it does is when automatically comes in, it's gonna come in faster, and then right before the part it's gonna slow down for you so it doesn't crash into anything. So this is one of the first things you do. Now, second of all, since like when I was talking before, everything you're gonna, like I'm gonna do facing. You have, don't worry about the M1. This is just in case if I do wanna, let's say, run everything in optional stuff. You have everywhere M1, 2, 3, and if you're gonna go back to the list, it's gonna tell you barrier off. It's because if you don't have that in, every time a tool's gonna come down, it's just gonna alarm out on you. Okay, and it's same thing with the drill. So this is my center drill, and the same thing. It's 1, 2, 3. this is just sometimes I do this as an option. So let's say if I got a center drill in a mill, I do drilling in XC, but I had a center drill just in a regular holder, so I just grade this out, and my center is over here. So I center, then you go to manual program, general out. It's you pretty much, for a nominal tool, you pick the tool that's gonna go next. So for me, it's gonna be a 55-degree finishing tool. Number, so priority, I don't have it set. It's just I have run everything how it's in program. Change point is gonna be a return tool, and all these. So you're gonna have 4 lines, okay? And all these 4 lines are gonna be empty till you get to the MB. So first one is M5. So we come down here and we see a spindle stop. Okay. Second one is M732. Okay. So M732 is tailstock thrust, so the tailstock will engage. Okay. The next one is M741. Okay. M741 position 1, right? So remember when we went to the setup, we did a position 1, and like I said, you can do a multiple positions, for example, you know, so that's how it's set. And then M124, and then you're gonna look for 124, and this is where the barrier is gonna be on, and then you can start machining. So since the barrier is on, as you see over here in the next tool that's cutting, I don't have to put M123, okay, because the barrier is already off because the tailstock is engaged. Then I do my turning, and then after my turning I go back to manual programming, general out. The tool that just finished finishing is going to be at my 35-degree finish. Same thing, I don't care priority. Change point is going to be a return. And same thing, we have 2 codes, M5 and M32. So once again, M5 is going to be spindle stop, and M32 it's a tailstock retract. Okay, and this is pretty much, you know, at the end we're going to put the end, and we have, you know, so let me put a new part in, and you know, we're going to run it and you see how everything works. Okay, so the part is sticking out afar, just for the reason that the part that I'm doing, I'm trying to knock all this out, not the inside yet, all this out in one shot. Then flip, knock this out, and then go back, you know, grab it here and knock out that ID. All these are pretty tight tolerances within like 4 or 5 tenths. So this is far, so what I'm doing is I'm actually, you know, cutting pretty slowly, just enough to, you know, cut the face, get the center. And so we have memory. We don't press single block, just start. My coolant is off so you can see what's going on. And like I said, this is gonna be a gentle, pretty light cut. Make sure the tool is not cutting into a lot of material. And it doesn't look like it's going fast, but right now we're at 1000 RPM, which is fast enough. And it's taking light 15,000 cuts, and we are running it at 8,000 feed rate per minute. Okay. So we'll fade. So this is going to be roughing. Then we're going to have a finish tool, and it's going to be a center drill. Okay, so the facing is done. All we're doing is center drilling now. And once the center drill is going to be done, we're going to have an automatic. So we have a tool change for next tool, which is, remember, on top we put 55. So now I have the tool retract. Now the speed of the retract is going to be based on the rapid. So let's see now I went with a high rapid, and it's going faster. Now it's slowing down, and it engages. Okay. So this is gonna be pretty much right now. So we're gonna have a 55 degree. It's gonna rough the part, the 55 degree, it's gonna finish the part. And then what happens, the tailstock is just gonna automatically retract back to the home position, and this is how it gets done. Hopefully, like I said, I mean, I had to do a little bit of homework to find a solution when it comes to automatic, tailstock retracting, and that was like the best solution that I found. Like I said, maybe there's a better way, but it works. All right, thank you.